transgender person, maybe binary or non-binary, marry in India?
So NALSA judgment, like I said before, recognized every transgender person's right to marry. But as you know, the personal laws govern marriage, adoption have not been adopted yet. And like in India, marriages are governed by your religion, correct? So for example, if who grows up to be a Hindu and they identify as a binary person, then they can get married and registered under this act. So there was a Madras High Court case called the Arun Kumar versus Inspector General of Registration and others. So this case was filed because the marriage register just refused to register a marriage between a cis person and a trans woman. And then this went to court, and the court recognized NALSA and upheld it, saying that you have to interpret law. So because in Hindu Marriage Act, under which these people were trying to register the marriage, it only says bride and groom. So the court interpreted the word bride under the umbrella of NALSA and said that a trans woman would be given the recognition of a bride under the Hindu Marriage Act, and they are entitled to marry, and it should be registered under the act. There was another case by Madras High Court which starts with the name Mansoor Rahman, where a marriage between a cishet person and a transgender person is also bound for police protection. So the laws till now have recognized a marriage between a heterosexual and a transgender person who is identified with binary gender. But transgender person who does not align with both or will recognize as a third gender, those marriages have not been recognized.
So the current issues that were there, these were people who had binary gender on their IDs, but still based on their appearance, the marriage registrar refused to register the marriage.
We don't know the exact specific of whether they had gone through that or not, but I think they had gone through surgery at that point and they identify as a trans woman. So based on that, they said, yes, you can go ahead and register the marriage because they come under the term right based on NALSA judgment. But just a transgender person who's non-binary, till now it has not been recognized. However, live-in relationships are allowed now thanks to the decriminalization of 377 and everything else. Live-in relationships are there, but it's not a marriage equivalent.
And you also said that trans marriage between a cishet person and a trans woman or a man is also eligible for police protection. What does that mean?
So, for example, when these kind of marriages happen, so there is a lot of agitation from communities, right? Either from the families or just the communities. So usually there are threats saying that these marriages should not happen. And if you do it, there are which might even lead to honor crimes at some point. So this was really taken into account by the Madras High Court and said that they are even entitled to police protection, leave alone the right to marry.